Დილამშვიდობის ქალბატონებო და ბატონებო, კეთილი იყოს თქვენი ჩამომზადება საქართველოში. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, dear friends, it is my pleasure and honor to address the 29th edition of the Conference of European Data Protection Authorities and welcome you all in Georgia. We feel privileged that you choose Tbilisi as the site of this year's conference. Our government invests significant efforts to develop Georgia into a regional hub for multi-stakeholder dialogue and collaboration on challenges and opportunities that technologies pose to governance. We take pride in the trust and interest of our international partners as Georgia continues to grow as a regional center for major international events. It is for the first time, however, that we are hosting such important gathering on personal data protection. This is especially important as later in November, Georgia takes over the chairmanship of Council of Europe. Therefore, we'll be leading the efforts of bettering the protection of human rights and freedom, including the right to privacy and personal data protection vis-à-vis technological innovation and digitalization to our everyday lives. Dear friends, we live in the era of rapid rise of big data, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. Our challenge today still remains to find ways to ensure that innovation and privacy go hand in hand. Our coordinated efforts are crucial for creating the international system which will be based on shared principles and ethics to enable us benefit from the power of data through its responsible use. Protection of the fundamental rights to privacy in the digital age is a big challenge for any government. Ensuring high standards of personal data protection is very important for us as it is strengthening our citizens' rights and fosters their trust in government. Georgia has long been a front runner in the region in terms of democratic transformation, human rights protection, and reforms. Our European Union aspirations shape a resolute domestic agenda for us to continue intensive and targeted reforms to bring Georgia in line with the EU norms and standards, including in the field of privacy and data protection. Georgia is making steady progress in implementing the association agreement with the European Union that involves strengthening national mechanisms and reaching concrete and specific benchmarks for harmonized privacy and data protection. We adopted the law on personal data protection back in 2011, and since 2013 we have an independent data protection authority, the Personal Data Protection Inspector responsible for supervising the implementation of data protection legislation. The EU and international donors are supporting institutions and mechanisms for personal data protection in Georgia as part of their human rights program. Our government is fully committed to encouraging this process, and as you may be informed, Georgia was one of the pioneers in introducing of blockchain technologies in the public sector, which itself is a very clear example how innovation-driven we are. But meanwhile, we still lay utmost importance on security and privacy. Through the efforts of Inspector's Office, a wide range of instructional and legislative reforms had been carried out in better protection of the personal data of our citizens. The steady increase in citizens' complaints, consultation requests, and inspections carried out by the Inspector's Office also prove the growing importance of personal data protection in Georgia. The numbers show 4- or 5-fold increase in every aspect of data protection. The implementation of the association agreement is an immediate priority for our government in years to come. Georgia is ready to take unilateral commitments and seek integration in their broad sense of this word. To this end, we have developed a very important document, Roadmap to European Union, a unilateral initiative to prepare Georgia for further stages of integration with the European Union. The roadmap will help Georgia plan and implement steps beyond the association agreement, including those in privacy and data protection. We understand that it is of utmost importance to maintain high standards of personal data protection as Georgia continues on its path of European integration. We promised ourselves and to our citizens to be a role model for transformation in the region, and we will do our best to deliver on our promise. However, this progress would not have been possible without the support of many partner states and our friends in the European institutions. I would like to thank you all for your advice and assistance throughout these years. Finally, I am very pleased to see such an impressive group of leaders and professionals here, and I'm glad that today and tomorrow you will be able to discuss the common concerns and exchange best practices on data protection that will benefit our citizens. Dear guests, before I close, I would like to thank you for your attention and wish you all the best for a productive time in Georgia. Thank you.